Please subscribe and share this video with your friends. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. So I have some news. Ladies, be still your hearts. This is Christian's last episode, and you're going on to really pursue your passion. And so we're going to spend some time talking to Christian about what he loved most and his dating takeaways as being the co-host of the Dating Den. So first of all, tell everyone you're leaving us. We all feel that all our daddy issues are coming up. What are you going to do? It's so exciting.
I'm heading out east to go for grad school, to go full time to get my master's in divinity. And it's been a passion my whole life, and so I'm going to go off in that direction, study theology. And there's some exciting things going on, I believe, out there in the world right now with theology, and I want to be a part of it and see where the 21st century is taking us with how we take upon the divine and the higher power.
That is so great, because all the people that you were going to touch with your expertise as a coach, as an expert now really in relationship and love, you're really going to serve those people, and you're really funny and cute. So I think I'm going to convert and go to church. I'm going to Christian's church.
Well, they do say, priests will say that 50% of the people who show up in their office are for a relationship. So this has been great. I can't thank you enough, because you're the one who gave me this opportunity. And Let's Talk Dating and all that great stuff. So thank you, my love.
No problem. Okay, so now, what are some of the takeaways? What are you going to take away in your life as you go off in this next part of your journey from having this experience?
The biggest thing that I've gotten from all this always comes back to all this work. When I first started doing this work, it was more external, right? It was, how do I work with women to help them be able to attract a good guy, and what are the different things they can do to date really effectively? But it was mostly external, whether it was just from clothes to style to behavior. But then the core of this work always comes down to the internal relationship with yourself, right? And you believing in yourself that you are an incredible catch. And that you ask that one question, would I date me? And that's what I had to reflect upon myself when I made the shift from being Mr. Quality Casual to then obviously being open to a relationship, is, would I date me? Do I find myself available? Do I think I show up? Do I feel like that I am genuinely giving with love and completely present and willing to be vulnerable and surrender? Am I willing to look in the mirror and see where I can I can step up my game as a human being? And that honesty has allowed me personally to step into the man I long to be and I want to be, and continue to try to grow every single day, because it's definitely a work in progress. But for women, a lot of times we hear like the date, sometimes it sounds like when they explain it, it's like an interview, right? And they're concerned about how they're being perceived,
right? Yes.
And also, is he the right match for me,
right?
As opposed to, you go in there because you are totally in love with yourself, and you're going to go have an incredible time. It's not dependent upon his acceptance of you or your acceptance of him. Go have a great time on that date. Enjoy it. Be in the moment. Have so much fun. And in the midst of that fun and being in the moment, you see if there's a click and does this thing work. But that's the main thing, and that's the core of Dating with Dignity.
Right, totally.
And that's helped me with my own work as a coach.
What about your own love life? What have you, what are the principles here that you have? Because really, you've gone through manvolution before our very eyes, right?
Yeah.
You were maybe a little bit of a hunter when we first started working together.
Right.
Right?
That's weird, yeah.
You were, right? Yeah. And then you man-volved into Quality Casual, where you stayed for a while.
Yeah.
And then you man-volved into really, now you're in a place where you're looking for a relationship.
Right.
I know you all are like, how could I get a hold of him? So how has that impacted your dating life? Knowing what you know, you're behind the scenes.
You don't date a lot, because before it was fun. You get out there, and I was the Quality Casual guy.
Right.
So if it was just dating, was just for dating. It was great. It was a good time. Meeting women is wonderful. But now you figure out, this is what I'm looking for.
Right.
You make different decisions, right? You're like, that won't work. I know those non-negotiables. It looks great. It shines really great. It's but can we really be potentially, we think this way, the mother of my children? Can we really be compatible? Can we do a mortgage together? You start thinking that way. We get very logical and functional. So that has changed things.
Right.
I'm willing to stay home on a Friday night or Saturday night, because before it's like, just get out there and have fun. So
since you were dating in this process, were you aware of women who weren't dating with dignity? Were you hyper aware of women because you're more conscious?
Sure. I mean, when I was definitely in my more hunter to quality casual phase, and listen, we men, we will do whatever we can to get away with, right?
Right.
But we only, you run the ship.
Right.
They're your rules, right? So if we start off a date, and I guess this would be a good, like, if we start off the date and you're like, you say something like, you know what, I don't sleep with a guy until we get a commitment. Guy's like, cool, that's great. That's awesome. We really respect that, right? And then we're hanging out, we're having a good time, and we go out salsa dancing, it's really good, and then we get done with the date.
And Christian's a really good dancer, FYI.
And then we go up to your room, and things happen, and then all of a sudden the opportunity arises for us to sleep together, and the opportunity arises, and it can happen. And it's funny, inside the guy...
Inside you. Talk about you.
Well, okay, inside me, you're like, before, you're like, okay, I knew she wasn't going to have sex, which is great. Totally respect that. It's awesome. And then now she's like, yeah, but we can, let's do it.
Let's make an exception.
It changes things because you're like, well, wait, you said it before.
Right.
I know you say you don't normally do this. And it kind of moves from potential GF to this is just going to be casual fun.
So you're
I'm
aware
not saying
of
that's
it.
right.
You were like, wah, wah.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's right, but we men tend to go there. Right. So and it was weird. Like, I think that you really have all the power in the world. And sometimes when I was just in that fun, casual dating mode, that women give that power away a lot.
And you were like, girl,
hold on to it.
You didn't need to.
Yeah, hold on to that power. It's
That's
that Chris Rock line, which is kind of...
It's probably not rated PG.
It's not rated PG.
Okay. I have another question for you. I have like one of my favorite Christian stories. So I want to... about the woman that you went out with who did that, actually. You were like feeling really into her and it was really great, and then you were like kissing her in the lobby or something, and she was total girlfriend material. Right. And then she was like, let's go up to you, and you were like, oh, damn.
Right.
That's one of my favorite Christian stories.
Yeah, it was a trip because I really thought like everything up to that point was like this could be it. And I was going to hang up the belt. That's terrible guy talk, I'm sorry.
Right.
But just be done with, the freedom. We don't like to give up our freedom.
Right.
It's a big male fear.
Right.
Doesn't mean we're players, just that idea, even if you don't run around town. And so it was great. We get back to our lobby, just do the goodnight kiss, and we're having this great goodbye kiss. And then she pulls back, she's like, hey, we can't go up to my room, but, let's get in your car, go back to your place, which was all the way in Santa Monica, it was far away, and let's spend the night. And I remember my head being like, oh, shoot.
Darn it.
Because it came across like this this could be a reoccurring thing, right?
Yeah,
this happens,
so it wasn't...
And it lost a little bit of the flair. And that's a male issue sometimes. We get caught in the Madonna whore thing as well. And maybe it could have grown into something. I'm not saying it's right. But just so you're aware of, if you don't want to have sex, or if you rather stay and wait longer, be confident in that. Because most good men who are ready for a relationship find that very sexy.
So make sure your words and actions match.
That's a better point.
Okay, so here's my other favorite Christianism. The truth of Christianism. This is a great one. I'm going to totally use this forever. The slower you go, the faster you get there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's about what?
Just, a wise man told me that one time. And it's, that we tend to sprint and rush, especially in dating. This is for anything in life, but in relationships. And, oh my God, it's going so well. It's going so great.
And you imagine like the wedding and the da-da-da-da, and what if he leaves me? And
And maybe he's going fast paced too. And you guys are just seeing each other 7 times in 1 week.
Right.
And it's that could lead to disaster. And if you want to get to that great, healthy relationship, but the slower you go, oddly enough, the faster you will get to that point. But if you try to race there, you're not going to be in the moment. You're going to be totally in your head, and you're going to be trying to control this whole process, which is totally organic. And if it's meant to be, it is meant to be. And you allow that to be if you just be in the moment. Take your time. You have your whole life together. But if you rush and you sprint and you control, and why is he not texting? Should I text him? The slower you go, the faster you'll get to that goal you're looking for.
I love that. And then my other one really quick is, and you should go watch this video, it's a Christian great, when to put the ding-dang in the wing-wang, which now is Dating with Dignity vernacular.
Yeah.
And so go watch that. Okay, I have one other last question.
Okay.
We've spent a lot of time together.
Yeah.
We have. And I will share mine, but what is your favorite or your most memorable Marni Christian time? Either on set, off set, you know, that we've spent all this time together,
I
like
think-
getting to know each other.
There's a lot, but the one
There's a lot, but
well, we do the fun role playing thing.
Yes.
Which is great, and we're such great goofballs. And
Yes.
you guys have been so wonderful for playing along and
Yes.
enjoying it. Because if you didn't, we probably have to cut it out. But
Right.
it seems like it's kind of
people
fun.
like it, right?
Yeah, it's cute.
We
So-
are the best romantic couple.
Non-romantic couple.
Non-romantic couple. Oh my God, they think. I swear
Right?
we're not.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, go ahead.
But there's plenty. I think the one that recently we did where we were doing the sex role playing thing.
Oh, today,
And say,
yeah.
how do you talk about sex? I mean, there's many others. So I decided let's role play about this. Let's do that. And Marnie's like, sure. And we're on camera, so we have to do it.
Right.
So we start having this role play conversation that if Marnie wanted to talk about her sex life and how if we were together, how she would bring up
Bad sex.
bad sex.
Right.
And so we start looking at each other and we start talking and we just lose it. And I enjoy it because
Yeah.
so. Yeah, it's great. I
That was fun.
totally trust you, and it's always wonderful to have a co-host you can be a goofball around and
Yes.
really trust.
My favorite moment, which did not happen on screen or on camera, was when I went to a wedding and I was without my date, and you were there, and you busted out a move, and he was like freaking Dancing with the Stars dancer, and he's like, ding, ding, and he's like spinning me around and like flipping me upside. I was like, woo, Christian! I had so much fun.
We danced the night away. It was
We
great.
did dance we danced
The night away.
We danced the date away. So anyway, I wish you the freaking best of luck.
Thank you, love.
We're going to be actually having a contest. You guys are going to choose the next Dating Den co-host. So watch out for that. We're hoping to bring you back for some Skyping.
Yes.
Maybe get you doing a little coaching.
Yes.
Because you are definitely leaving the den, but you are not going away from the den.
Right. I'll be on Skype. If you ever want to talk for tweeting, it's at Let's Talk Dating. If you want to email, it's Christian at letstalkdatingonline.com. And the theology stuff, I'll be doing some stuff on YouTube at some point as well. So let me know what you think about that.
And
All right.
Christian, one last thing.
Oh, let's get Craigie on camera! It's
Coming here.
Craig!
I would like to read a plaque in honor for you here. For your co-excellence and co-hosting, for the many years of service and hundreds of episodes you've served us here at the Dating Den. On behalf of all the cast and crew back here behind the camera, everybody there
Everyone in craft services.
wants to, of course, present you with this plaque here for all your endeavors. Thank you.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate everything.
This is
you've done.
fantastic. You
Congratulations.
guys are so lovely. Thank you. Thank you. You're
I
so-
love you.
I love you too. Thank you very much.
Love you guys.
Miss you guys
Peace.
tremendously.
Bye.
Bye-bye.